some of the problems that I see with couples is becoming increasingly more frequent. And that's, can you make it, or what happens when you break up with your best friend? Now, as a relationship therapist, I will tell you, I always tell clients the most important factor within their couplehood is the benefit of being friends, like being able to be good friends, because all through a relationship and a long-term marriage, you need to be really good friends. And through the years, that friendship should increase. But what I'm seeing a lot of is when people became friends with someone, and then they decided, gosh, we're such good friends, let's make it a relationship. And then the relationship broke up, and they're just finding themselves totally lost. They have no one. So what is the answer? Like, can you get together with your best friend? Can you make a relationship work? Yes. And having that really good friendship might actually be to your benefit. But it's important that you consider things before you decide to date your best friend. Because if the relationship doesn't work, it's going to be the biggest loss. It's going to be a greater loss than if the two of you had just met and started dating. So does dating ruin friendships? I don't think so. I think what happens is being a best friend or being friends with somebody is a very different standard than being intimate boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever you are to that person. It's just different because when you're intimate with each other, sexual with each other, then the intensity grows, and many friends cannot sustain it. So these are the things I would consider if I were going to start dating my friend. And this is usually what I give to clients. So I'm hoping it will help you make that decision. Before you ever decide to become intimate and decide to become a couple, my guess is you're going to have a gut feeling about it. I would really trust that gut, because I think that gut feeling is usually spot on. When I talk to couples, they will tell me, I love this person so much, but I had a gut feeling that if we changed the dynamics, if we added an intimate component, it would not be able to sustain itself. And they were right. For whatever reason, it just didn't work in that. And it doesn't mean you aren't good friends. It doesn't mean you were broken or something was wrong. It just is what happens. Okay, so these are my words of warning for you. First of all, what you need to understand is that the people around you are going to react different. Some of the friends you have together may or may not be excited about it. And so what might happen is they begin dropping you as a couple because they might know or be very close to one of you, but since you're coupling up now, they don't feel as close to the other person, so they just stop inviting you to stuff. So you may lose a fair amount of your really good friends that you had. Secondly, it's really important to remember that the two of you will become, as you become narrower, it's also going to be hard to find other friends to do things with because you're a couple now. And where maybe you used to go, I don't know, hiking with one of your best friends, if you're a couple now, they're going to assume, oh, well, she's going to bring them with her or him. And now it's just going to be awkward. So it's important that you continue to reach out to your individual friends and have individual time. Because if you focus entirely on the relationship, that's the main problem I've seen with this coupling, is that you will smother it. It still needs the outside influence that it had before that kept you an interesting, independent person. And lastly, if you do break up, it will be the worst breakup you ever have, because when you're a couple, many times you let other friendships go, your circle gets more narrow, and it will be a complete loss because you not only lost your intimate partner, you lost your best friend. consider these factors, talk about them, discuss them before you decide that you do want to become a couple with your best friend. And I would say from there, if your gut says it's a go, you can give it a shot. I mean, the worst thing that would happen is it wouldn't work intimately, and hopefully the two of you can still work to salvage the friendship so you have that as a base throughout your life.